In a distant land, nestled between rolling green hills and flowing rivers, there lived a man named Yusuf. From an early age, Yusuf sought the truth beyond what the eyes could see. He spent his days in deep reflection, reading the sacred scriptures and visiting scholars. Yet, something within him remained unfulfilled. His heart yearned for a guide, a murshid, who could illuminate the path hidden within his soul. One evening, as Yusuf wandered through the market, he overheard an old merchant speaking of a great murshid named Sheikh Al-Kabir. He is not just a scholar, the merchant whispered, but a true guide who leads people to the essence of divine love. With newfound hope, Yusuf embarked on a journey to find Sheikh Al-Kabir. He traveled through deserts and mountains, crossing villages where people spoke of the murshid's wisdom. Finally, he reached a secluded monastery where the sheikh resided. As Yusuf entered, he felt an overwhelming peace settle in his heart, as though the very air carried wisdom. Sheikh Al-Kabir welcomed him with a warm smile. "What do you seek, my son?" he asked. "I seek the truth, O Murshid," Yusuf replied earnestly. "I have read, studied, and prayed, but the door to divine understanding remains closed." The sheikh nodded. "The mind can know, but only the heart can understand. Come, stay with me, and let your heart be your guide." Thus began Yusuf's training under the Murshid. Days turned into months as he learned the art of self-purification, humility, and divine remembrance. The Murshid did not teach with mere words but through his presence, his silence, and his way of being. He showed Yusuf that a true wali can guide others, but a Murshid unveils the hidden light within a seeker's soul. One day, the sheikh took Yusuf to a river and asked, "What do you see?" "Water, flowing endlessly," Yusuf answered. The Murshid smiled. "The soul is like this river. When it flows freely towards its source, it remains pure. But when obstructed by desires, it stagnates. Let go, my son, and allow your soul to merge with the divine." At that moment, realization dawned upon Yusuf. The knowledge he had sought was always within him, but only a Murshid could have awakened it. He bowed his head in gratitude. Years later, Yusuf became a guide himself, walking in the footsteps of his Murshid. Yet, he always remembered that a true Murshid does not create followers. He creates enlightened souls who continue the journey towards the divine. Thus, the wisdom of the Murshid lived on, passed from heart to heart, like an eternal flame never extinguished.